Hey y'all, this is Adrienne with Ascension Soul Coaching. So it's been a while since I've been with you. I've been on hiatus with this coronavirus going on, just like the rest of you all. So just wanted to check in with you. So I saw the news reel today about Meghan and Harry leaving Canada for permanently and going to LA. I did a video back in September of 2019 before all this started that said that Meghan was going to leave. Bolt from the castle, the palace in Britain, and either she was going to take Harry with her or not. Now, you already know, we've already talked about what's happened since then and what happened in November. They took the hiatus. I was right on about that. Then I was right about them leaving. But my thing was they were going to LA. So back in September, I told y'all she was bolting with or without Harry, but I thought Harry was going to go run after her. And that they were going to LA, and they're going to LA. So I'll put the link in the bottom so y'all can go back and look at that video from September 2019. That was 6 months ago. I think I also talked about whether she was going to say she was pregnant, and I said no. A lot of people were thinking she was going to say she was going to announce another pregnancy soon, back in around that time frame. But of course, she did not, and I didn't think she would. I predicted that she did not. However, I see that there may be some other baby news from one of the other royals. So she got her new deal. She got a little video out that she did her voiceovers with, and I guess I'm not watching it, but I'm just saying, if y'all want to watch it, they've been talking about it today. They announced that there was her first project was out from that she whatever she was working on last year before they left the royals. Okay, but I want to show that this girl and this man left Canada, and they have permanently left for LA, like I told y'all. Cards don't lie, people. So anyway, I'm going to pull one card today. I'm going to do a very brief reading. I'm going to pull three. Okay, they're already falling out on what is going to happen once they get there in the next 6 months between Harry and Meghan. So they're moving to LA. This is what Meghan really wanted. Harry didn't want this. He wanted to leave the royal family, of course. He's always wanted to leave the royal family, but everybody thinks about it. I'm tired, I'm bored, I don't like what I do. I want to do something different. And then this girl comes along and she's giving him every reason under the sun why they should leave. And I am going to show you what's going to happen in the next 6 months while they're there in LA. Because I don't think Harry's going to be there with her full time. Nor Archie. It's going to be a permanent home. But I don't know if it's going to be his permanent home. Like, it's hers. That's her base. His base is always going to be Britain. So, just remember I told you that. Alright, so let's pull one more card. I got two cards already. So I got three cards, so I'm going to read them for you. So I am reading from the Fairy Tale Tarot. And so we got three cards already, so let's do a quick reading real quick. So I got the Sun card. You can see it. Got the Temperance card. And I got the Death card. All right. So these are from the Fairy Tale. So these are from the Fairy Tale book. So I usually write the meaning on the cards because it's so many cards and I don't know all the fairy tales. So this is from the Grimm brothers. So let's just try to figure out what this says. The Sun card. So one thing we know is that Meghan got what she wanted. The Sun card is getting what you really want, right? She achieved what she wanted. She wanted to come back to America, to LA, where she's from, where all the action is, she feels, and she's there. She's gone there, right? So she's achieved her goals. The story behind the Sun child, actually it's called the Sun child. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there it is, the Sun child. It's about a child. The Sun wanted a child. It didn't have a child, and so this lady wanted a child, rather. So the lady bargained with the Sun and said, if you give me a child, then I will, when she turns 13, the child turns 13, I'll give her back to you. So the son gave the lady the child, and the child, when it turned 13, the son came and got the child, took it away. And the child worked for the son, did everything the son wanted to do, all the chores. But the child was sighing all the time, oh, I want to go home, I miss my mom, I miss my mom. Sounds like Meghan, doesn't it? Anyway, the son got tired of hearing about it. So the son said, okay, go home. So more of the story, I'll just get to the end of it. The son tells the child, just go home with your mother. He let her go home. Mother was happy the child was back. So that's what this is. Meghan's going back to the sunny side of California, LA, where it never rains, in sunny California. And she got her wish, because all she did was complain. She couldn't stand the rain. She couldn't stand the work in Britain. So the queen said, okay, go back home. Okay, that's that one. Temperance. Water and salt is the story assigned to this one. Water and salt. Another fairy tale. So temperance really is about balance, right? And this is a lot of kings and queens here. There's the king, there's the queen, or the daughter. The moral, the story about this is king had 3 daughters. The king asked each of them, how do you love me? And the first 2 daughters was like, I love you like jewels and pearls. Another one's like, I don't want to. But the last daughter said, I love you like water and salt. And the king didn't like that. So the king says, okay, banish you, go. I don't even understand that. Go. So the daughter runs away, or is banished from the kingdom. And she met by a magician. And the magician helps her. Well, she meets the magician, and the magician, while she's with the magician, living with the magician, the prince, the king's son, another king's son, that's a prince, sees her, falls in love with her, and marries her. Sounds like Prince Harry, right? And then she invites her father to the wedding, because when he banished her, he actually wanted her to be executed, and so her sisters set it up so that the executioner killed a dog instead of the sister, the baby sister, and told the father that was the remains of their sister. The clothes are all bloody and stuff, so he believed the daughter was dead. So the daughter met the magician. The magician, she was living with the magician. The prince met her, fell in love with her, and wanted to marry her. So then they invited her father, not knowing she was still alive, that this is this prince getting married to this woman, to the wedding, and he came, and while she was there, she offered him food, but told him not to have any salt or water with his food. The cooks and chefs not to put any salt and water on his food. So while he was eating the food, he didn't like it because it was bland. It didn't have any taste to it, of course. So he wasn't very happy. And then she came to him at the end and says, how do you like your food? And he says, I don't really like it. I'm really sick. This is not really good. And she's like, she went and then took her. He didn't realize who she was. So she left and went on and put her old clothes on the day she was banished from the kingdom, his kingdom. And then he recognized who she was. And so they made up. Okay. So temperance. So Meghan is going back to LA. She's originally from there. Meghan's going to go back and perhaps in some way or fashion make up with her father, be some offering. Maybe, hopefully, there's some temperance, some balance there, that they will eventually meet her father and try to put water under the bridge, I guess, maybe. So while she's in LA. So she's going back to LA because that's where she's from, and she got her wish. She was bemoaning and she was sad and crying all the time. I want to go home, I want to go home. They let her go home. When she's there, she may meet her father. I know he's in Mexico. I think he's in New Mexico or Mexico. Whatever. Anyway, she's going to probably meet her father and put some things to rest between him and her. Maybe. She's going to have to humble herself, in other words. Actually, in the story, the father's humbling himself, but somebody's going to be just doing some humbling. And then the last one is death. And the story on here is Godfather death. So this story is about a guy who had a child, and the couple people came to him. One was the devil. He wanted to be the child's. God came and there's a God, the devil, and death. All wanted to be the child's godfather. So the child said, well, God, no, you can't be the child's godfather because you give to the rich and you let the poor starve. And then the devil came, and the devil says, well, let me be the godfather. And then the father said, no, because you give to the poor, and then you give to the rich, and you take from the poor. And so death came and says, well, let me be the godfather. And he said, well, you know what? I'm going to let you be the godfather because you know what? You take from the rich and the poor. Not indiscriminately. They all die, right? So death became the child's godfather. And he says, well, what I'm going to do with this child is I'm going to make this child very, very, very famous. Famous physician. And so he helped raise the child, told the child, this is what I'm going to do. When the person's sick, deathly sick, and they call you, and I appear, if I'm standing at the head of the bed, then the person will live. Give them this herb, and the person will live. You become famous. Because you're like, oh my God, you saved these people. You'll be saving all kinds of people, all kind of, famous people. So you're going to become very famous. But if I'm standing at the foot of the bed, that person has to die. Do not give them that herb or because you'll betray me. That's mine. I'm here to get this person. They dying. Don't give it to them. Because if you give it to them, they'll live. But that's not why you're there. So the first time, the physician did everything he was supposed to do. He became very famous. But then the king got sick. So this physician wanted to save the king. But the death was standing at the king's feet. At the foot of the bed. So the physician made a decision to save the king, gave him the herb. Old death was unhappy. Unhappy. And so the king lived, and then the death took the physician aside and says, I told you not to do that. I have told you. But the physician said, that's my godfather. He gonna love me no matter what. So he did what he wanted to do, right? So the death said, okay, I'm gonna let this one pass. Don't do that again. Don't do it again. Life went on. The physician got even more famous. Name everywhere. Everybody just knew all about this person. And then the king's daughter got sick and was on the deathbed. The physician was very taken by the king's daughter, the princess. She's very beautiful. He fell in love with her, and so he wanted to save her. So the death came to the foot of the bed, and he thought, man, I think I'm gonna do this. He'll forgive me. Death will forgive me. So he gave her the herb, and she lived. Death took him aside and said, look, I done told you not to do this. This is the second time you have betrayed me. You've taken my property. You've taken stuff from me. I have given you all this. I've made you famous. I've done all this for you. All I ask you to do is do what I ask. You have everything, but you couldn't even do that. So Death took the physician to the cave and says, okay, I want to show you something. See all these lights in here? There's big lights, there's little lights. There's the lights of people's souls. So there's people who, grown people, adults, they had the bigger ones. Little kids had little lights, and the older people had little lights. And so the physician was like, well, Death, Godfather, please, can you make my light last forever? And so Death said, okay. So the Death tricked the physicians because he was pissed. He was so pissed at this physician. He decided to pretend he was going to do it, but he dropped the flame when he picked it up, and then it fell out and it blew out. And as soon as it blew out, the physician died. Oh God, what's the moral of the story? Let's read. Knowing all that with the backstory with these cards, what it's saying is that, of course, Meghan, someone begged for Meghan to be in their life. Harry begged for Meghan to be his wife. He had to go through a lot of things to get Meghan to be his wife because she was twice divorced. You know, she was not British. She was mixed race. And there was a lot of conversations before he got to get the Queen to allow him to marry her. And the Queen did. So this is the mother asking for a child. So Harry was asking for this wife. But in the essence of this is that Meghan got bored, was longing for America again. Just like the story of the little girl. She wanted to go back home with her mother. Okay? So they got the wish. They got to go back got to go back to where they were from. While she's back in America, she will be making amends with different people that she's probably burnt bridges with. Her father, maybe. I doubt she's going to get back with her brothers and sisters, but her father, maybe. And maybe some people in the industry. All right? But at the end of the day, what's going to really happen at the end of the story with Meghan in the next 6 months, somewhere in the next 6 months, could be the year, 6 months, it's going to be that Meghan has... too many people have helped her and given her... Meghan wants to do things her own way. Here's the position. You can have anything you want in the world. Just do what I say. It's not hard. I'm going to make you famous. I'm going to be right there with you. I'm going to show you what to do. But this person wants to do what they want to do. And we all know that Meghan wants to do what she wants to do. Right? As does Harry. Harry is just follow along with her. But at the end of the day, because she gets what she wants, the fame, recognition, she's going to think that she's bigger than life. I'm a duchess. I can create whatever I want in my life. And you can, that's true. But it's how you treat people and how you pay back people who do help you. And I think the problem is she's going to continue to do what she wants to do and ignore help, ignore people who are trying to help her. And it's not going to work out for her. Her career is not going to be what she wants it to be in Hollywood or in LA. I don't want to say this is death. That there's definitely going to be a huge transition for her. Her light's not going to burn as brightly as she thinks it's going to burn. Someone's promised her something that she's not getting. Be they promised her something, but what she does, the actions she takes, just like here, asking her and Harry to be into the royal family, then running away from it. She's going to get here and she's going to do the same type of thing. And she's going to do it her own way, and people are not going to want to work with her. And they're going to cut her career very short while she's in America, in LA. That's what I think in the next 6 months. It's going to be hard for them. I don't think they're going to... Divorce is not here yet. Harry's too much in love. He's too tied up in her right now. So, but he's going to be a fish out of water in LA. I already told y'all that. That's just not... And I don't think... And again, LA is not his home base. They're moving there because that's what Meghan wants. But once you read look at the video I have listed below, Britain's going to be his home base. Eventually, you'll see this. You'll see it because he's not going to like LA. He's not going to like it. And she's just not going to do well there. She's not going to do well. She's not going to do well. People don't like the fact that she ran away from the royal family. People think that, some people are like, well, it's her life. Let her do what she want to do. But she messed up. The way she did it, it's just the way she did it, she and Harry. And some people just turn them off. They may give her a little chance, but when they find out her personality and everything, and that she thinks she's better than everybody else because of who she is and her title, I think it's just going to turn a whole lot of people off, and people are going to be like, we just can't work with her. We've given her opportunities and chances. We're trying to be there, just like the Queen gave her opportunities and chances. At the end of the day, Meghan's just going to do what Meghan wants to do, and Harry's going to be there for a while. So we're just going to wait for that to go through. But I do believe that eventually with the break, if she's in LA making her life, and Harry's going back and forth to Britain and to Africa, I think he's going to be in Africa a lot, still doing a lot of work, and he's going to do a lot of speeches and stuff like that. He's going to do more than her in that regard. I do believe that there's going to be this gap. And like anybody in Hollywood, y'all know those marriages do not last long. With all that traveling and meeting other people and stuff, things happen. People slip in. Marriages just don't last long in LA. Not when you're famous, rich and famous, and you're dealing with so many other people. So that's my reading for the day. I know it's gloom and doom, but this is what came up. So please like and share. If you want a reading with me, you know how to get in touch with me. Ascension Soul Coaching at gmail.com. So I hope y'all having a good day. I know it's hard staying at home. I can't say I'm bored because I'm working from home. I'm teleworking from home, and they keep me busy. So I'm busy. I think I'm more busy now for my job than I was before when I was going to the office. And I thought I was really busy in the office, but it seemed like with this coronavirus going on and stuff like that, everybody's home, and it's I feel like it's a lot more work going on. But I'm gonna do a reading tomorrow. I guess I need to do a reading every day since I'm home, right? You know, I can right here. I don't have to. I can read on what's going on in the world events. So, you know. But anyway, thank you for joining me today and taking the time to watch my video. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. And if you want a reading, you know how to reach me. And one thing we know, I'm going to pull a card out of my other decks I have sitting over here because I just had these out looking at them. I think they're so cute. These are the the Tinker's Dam Tarot. Can y'all see that? I love these cards. Let me pull a really quick card for y'all. This is about the virus. Okay, I want to do a quick reading on the virus. Just one card. I gotta get back to work. Oh, and I gotta get back to work. Oh, one card about the virus. 5 of Earth, which is 5 of Pentacles. People gonna lose a lot of money. People gonna be shut out. People gonna be sick. You know what the card for the 5 of Pentacles look like. So it's a harsh card. This virus is gonna cause a lot of chaos. We already see that. People losing jobs, losing their money. Let's look a little closer at this. Remember the zombie apocalypse? Everybody said it was a zombie apocalypse. Apocalypse? Look at this guy's eyes. No eyes, like a zombie. See the city? He's the only one. Beggars. He's a beggar, just wandering around the city. There's nobody else out there but him. That's where we are now. And I already predicted that probably by August of this year, somewhere the last week of August, the week before, so mid-August to the first week of September, somewhere around that time frame is when the economy is going to be back on the uptick with this virus, and then we'll be moving on. So a lot of states, a lot of countries are going to be very heavily impacted, but we'll be on the upswing by the end of summer, right before the kids in the U.S. go back to school. So I just dropped out this card here. 6 of, see it? 6 of Fire, 6 of Wands, Victory, short term. Something else is going to happen, y'all. I'm telling y'all this. Look, war. We're going to win the war against the virus in that time frame. That card just fell out. But usually this is a short-term victory. Something else going to happen. Something else about to pop. So anyway, thank y'all. I'm done. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Have a good day. Peace.